So do you like PETA? Do you think they're doing good? Because they suck.
He
If you
loves
think
fishing.
fishing's wrong, fuck you.
Welcome to the George Penis Small Show. My name is Sarai Shanovsky. Welcome, George.
That should be penis mall, not penis small, all right?
All right. Well, George.
Hi.
Because. I'm gonna hold mic to myself.
Wait.
Because in the past.
Wait.
Yes.
I don't know.
In the past, we have done some crazy interviews, and today we're going to be very mature. That's why she's here
You
interviewing.
picked the wrong time. Fucking drinking whiskey and shit. Man, you fucking blew it, man.
Before we begin, could you talk about the Muppet?
That's my tour sex doll. Yeah, I got a little fleshlight in the butt. No, I wanted it Darien Lake, like Buffalo. It's an amusement park. We played there on the Mayhem Fest, and I won it playing ring toss. Yeah. I mean, it's a very boring story, I guess. Like, you know, because you're doing this, ping, and they clink off, ping, they clink off, ping, and then woo, I won, woo, I got a ring around the penis.
All right, let's see how the interviewer next to you does, and then I'll chime in as necessary.
All right.
So, are you making an appearance at the Gathering of the Juggalos this year?
We already did. We.
If I may just put something in here into this
Great.
interview, but my
Awesome.
nose into this business. Do you know who David Brockie was?
Of course I do. Odorous Youngerus.
Yeah, he said that Gore was paid a lot of money to play at the Gathering, and they never saw such terrible examples of humans. They said people were eating carnival food for 3 days.
Well, that's probably true. But you know what? That's not a bad example of a human. And rest in peace. I mean, cheers, by the way.
Thank you.
Not for you, asshole. For Brocky, motherfucker.
Could you, in your present state of mind, since you're so relaxed right now, can you sing Mary Had a Little Lamb?
No.
What if I sing it with you?
No. He's never getting this. All right. He wants it. He wants to make a lot of money with it, and he will. But he ain't getting it. He got it. Actually, you know what? You got it one time, asshole. And your dumb ass fucking blew it. It's not my fault. Tell them that story. No one can see you right now, so your face doesn't have to be plastered and look like you're fucking dumbass.
He's
Everyone already knows
saying
you.
it every
By the way,
single
just
time
so you
I
know,
ask him.
you don't have to be on camera for everyone to already know what you look like. We all know.
Would you rather have
Not saying anything
me
bad
on
about that.
camera next to you, or I don't know her name next to you?
Sarai?
Oh my gosh, man. You're like, what's wrong with this guy?
I don't know.
Just do our own interview. I mean,
She wants to ask you about your shirt.
Listen, we're going to wait because, you Mary Had a Little Lamb thing. You're always trying to get me to do it, but you never tell anybody about the time you fucking blew it. Why
I
don't
blew
you?
it 5 times, and I'm not talking about.
No, you had it recorded. I recorded it the one time, and you were so hammered that you blew it.
No, the battery went out on the one recorder, and it didn't give me a warning sign like, "Oh, tape is over."
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna be a dick because I gotta get up in 5 hours.
Too bad.
So,
Shut the door. We're doing an interview.
if it's too loud back here, I'm just gonna bust in on it.
Hey, Kenny, beat it.
Every
Beat it, Kenny. Well, you can. You should interject. You should be part of it.
No, I don't want to be a part of it.
Come
I'm
on.
retarded.
What did he say?
I let something golden go because I got Abbott from Immortal to sing Popeye the Sailor Man,
I know.
and I got you to sing Mary Had a Little Lamb.
well,
and then what you played in Asbury Park.
You technically did.
You played in Asbury Park, and in the cacophony where the band is tuning up, you were singing and looking at me in the microphone across the room. You were singing Mary Had a Little Lamb, and nobody knew what you were doing. And that was... She's going to get you to do it.
No one's going to get me to do it. It ain't happening.
George, there's something very important that we want to talk about. She will...
And by the way, that's Kenny. I love him to death, but I'm the fucking boss around here. Just so everybody knows.
That's true.
I'm the boss!
Are you a representative of Blizzard or World of Warcraft?
Not officially, no.
I have some questions. You might tell me, shut up, don't use this, but I, as a
I'll answer
person
him.
who's not of your caliber of game player, I feel that the new World of Warcraft sucks. I remember the old days where...
Well, which expansion are you talking about?
Well, everything. I remember when, as much as it sucked to wait in a queue for people on your own server to play, late at night there were hardly any people there. Now, it's just a click fest. You know, nobody cares about the instances. They just breeze through everything. Everyone's done everything 2 million times. Why even play? Just roll dice. What do you say about that?
Okay, well, listen. If you're going to tell me just roll dice, you're doing the same damn thing then. You're just not clicking a mouse. You're just rolling dice. All right? And besides, you can listen.
I mean, rolling dice is pretty gay.
He rolls the dice every time. Every date. Now, listen.
But don't you feel that today sucks compared to yesterday in World of Warcraft?
No, I don't. I really, truly don't. I mean, I look. I'm waiting for the next expansion. I can't wait. I already have it pre-ordered. I'm ready to play. We're probably going to be on tour a lot, so I'm not going to be able to play. But no, look, and no, a lot of people were bitching about Mists of Pandaria and all that, and for whatever reason. But listen, Warcraft it's a great game, but there are a lot of people, and I think it's probably this way with all online games. Everyone thinks that they can do better, and they're not doing better. You know what I mean? Like fan-wise, like, oh man, they just took this part out, and and everyone bitches about and trust me, I'm the master of it. Did you see that fucking interview where I'm bitching about night elves and blood elves and whatnot? It got misconstrued to, that I was a bigot. You know what I mean, for a lot of reasons, and whatnot.
But that's the next question.
Well, all right, we won't get into that.
You play a weird race as your primary character. I've never heard of a Caucasian death metal guy playing a nigger.
What are you talking about? What the? That was the most stupid fucking statement I ever heard.
Is that not in World of Warcraft? You don't play a nigger?
I play orcs. That's my primary race.
Oh, that's what you're calling it. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm not up on your
that's what it's called, asshole. Stop trying to get me in any more trouble, all right? I had to deal with a bunch of racist shit and bigot shit before. I'm not going there again. That's the one thing I'm not playing.
Did you ever get in trouble for any of our stupid jokes?
I don't get in trouble. Like, people can bitch about it all they want. Look, when I did the interview that I did, which had nothing to do with, it wasn't like an official Blizzard thing or nothing, you know what I mean? But I did this interview, and there was, a bunch of homophobic remarks, and there was a lot. I told those guys I probably wouldn't talk about it, but I'll just say this much here. Obviously, I wasn't talking about anybody who's gay. I don't care what people do. I don't care what they're, you know what I mean? I don't care. I have no problem with anyone who's black, white, rainbow, or whatever. I really don't. And that's pretty much it. I wish that people wouldn't be so sensitive to some things sometimes, Well, I mean, people can make fun of like metalheads and or punk rock people in a lot of commercials. There's that new, I think it's a Sprint commercial. What's that Sprint family commercial where there's that guy there? They call him Gordo or whatever, and or Gordon, and he goes, it's Gordon. But he looks like he's like some gothic kind of guy. Oh, so that's cool to make fun of them people. It's cool to show a metalhead coming to your door and that's the kind of guy you don't want your daughter dating. That's okay. Because that's not race or that's not religion, you know what I mean, or sexual orientation. But making fun of metalheads is okay because, of course, we're all bad. We're all pieces of shit.
You and I come from an age where we didn't have brainwashing when we were in school. Schools now have brainwashing. Do you want to talk about that?
Well, what do you mean by brainwashing? What are they doing?
I'm in your shoes. I just did a radio interview from a California radio station, a phone interview, and I called something gay or talked about how in Ant Farm Dick Hole I didn't want to buy a dick in a porn shop because I didn't want them thinking gay. And all of a sudden that became the focus. And they were like, why do you want to be called gay? So why are people so eager to look for things to be pissed off about? Is life so easy that you're just witch hunting? Like the haters, they don't understand that they're hating.
And some people just, you know, if you look at them weird, yeah, but dude, hello, we grew up metalheads. We got weird looks constantly, and you don't see any of us bitching about it. You know why? We don't care. It's
Aren't
religion.
you the only death metal vocalist who doesn't believe in evolution?
The only one? I'm sure I'm not. I know I'm not, dude.
Well, let's get
Evolution. No, wait. Oh, wait. I'm not. You're taking advantage of my drunkenness, asshole. I can go on. And I'm not the most, I'm not the best, the most well-spoken person. But I speak from this fucking sleeve, man. All my emotions are there. And
Holy crap, I saw your heart on there.
I know. What, heart tattoo? Yeah.
No, your heart on your sleeve.
Oh, my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah. That was cute. Did you see my emotions?
My heart and my emotions.
Show psoriasis.
This motherfucker keeps on getting my name wrong.
I know. What a douche.
Wait, what is it? What is it, Soraya?
It's just Sarai.
Oh,
Sarai.
Sarai. Okay.
All right, cheers.
He's going to give you a Sarai when he bats you for the next question. Ask him. No. No, go ahead. Ask him the insulting question you were thinking of.
I'm going to bat you because it's your question.
No, she's inventing the question about your shirt.
All right, what about it?
So, pretty much every time I've seen you for the past couple of years, you've been wearing that shirt.
Damn right I have.
It's your favorite shirt, I'm assuming?
Well, I love Godor, one. They're my boys. Number one. And as many people can see me wearing a shirt that don't know who they are or who should, hopefully they go out and check them out. I mean, you know. And it's my Sunday shirt. You see the back, right?
No.
Oh, so you've never seen the back of the shirt.
No, and, you know, you can drop your drawers if you want when you show it to us.
Why?
What does the back say? Psoriasis knows. Psoriasis, did you see the back of his shirt?
You are about to die. I don't know why. I'm going to take a drink of some beer. I've had some alcohol. You can't put this on there, man. You're going to get sued.
No, I'm not going to put it on there. It's a documentary, so it's fair use.
Yeah?
That's what I say. If you were acting... Wait, why don't you act in a role? I'll direct you.
No, because you're a terrible director anyway. We already know this. I've seen all your films.
Did you ever get in trouble for being in my movies?
I don't... Listen, first off, they're getting in trouble. By who? Like, you know, look, like I said, I believe all these groups that bitch about things and and I guess it's already a bad way to say it, like bitch about things, but all the groups that are lobbying for fair treatment of everybody, look, there's a good reason for that, and I understand it. But getting in trouble by who? I mean, like, is like my mom gonna, like, you know, smack my ass and make me sit in the corner for an hour because I said some bad words or something? Motherfucker, shit, tis, pity, bitch. No, I don't think so.
What does pity mean?
Did I say pity?
Yeah.
Shit.
You totally did.
Well, you know what? I should stop drinking this fucking whiskey. I said titty, right?
It was piss and titty put together.
Oh.
Made pity.
Shit. Oh, wait, I'm in trouble for that.
Caught you there.
Would you like to...
Motherfucker!
Would you like to cheer up...
You know what's
about
weird?
maybe-
The other day at the place where I won this cute little puppy here. Or this fucking dog that if it was real would fucking bite our skulls off. Anyway, what was I saying?
Yeah, it would definitely want to bite our skulls
just
off
saying,
if
like,
it has
oh,
that
no.
fleshlight in there.
I know. Yeah, exactly. But no, the place where I won this, like that show, you weren't like allowed to cuss. Like they didn't want you to cuss. They were gonna fine you if you cussed on stage.
What?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, it's because there was an amusement park right, like, you know, on the other end of the concert grounds. So there's obviously children walking around. You know, if you cuss in front of children, they will definitely turn out to be serial killers, because that's the mentality of, you know, the world. Look, I mean, in the end, I wouldn't want people cursing in front of my kids. You know what I mean? They'll learn that shit on their own.
Do you think that
It's the way of
sex
the world.
education should start earlier and that you should actually teach by doing it to them?
Really?
Fucked with knives.
anybody touches my children, I'll fucking kill them in the worst way possible. And I will keep them alive as long as I can.
Why don't you just say that you don't
Promise you.
approve of me as an appropriate date?
You? Yeah, right. Come to my door, try to date my daughters. First off, I would be like thinking you're there to do some stupid interview with me. And then if you told me you're there to date my daughters, I would fucking definitely chop your fucking head off.
Write a song about it.
Probably. Well, I'd probably chop all your limbs off first because you lived through that. And then, eventually when you just couldn't take the agony any longer, I'd just walk away and let you bleed out.
Soraya has a question about you and Chris Barnes.
I do.
I do. Forgot it.
Oh, ask her about Chris Barnes.
I don't know. What am I supposed to ask her about?
Do you still get people from the old days thinking that you're not really the singer of Cannibal Corpse, that Chris was the singer?
It's been a long time. Well, he was a singer, obviously, but it's been a long time since I've, had anybody, mentioning him or whatever, He's a part of the band. Look, bottom line, he's a part of the band. I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean?
Was he get kicked out because he had gay dreadlocks?
He didn't have dreadlocks then. No, I mean, he didn't. I don't think he did.
If I got him to sing Mary Had a Little Lamb, would you feel terrible about it?
No. Why? I'm not going to sing it. You better get somebody to do it or it's going to,
Could
that joke will dry up.
Could you open your mouth up and down and I will sing it and people will think it's you?
No.
On the count of three.
Because
One,
you probably, let me tell you, explain to you why. You probably have the timing of a fucking, I don't even, you probably have this terrible timing. And so, I would be singing it in time because I have timing. And you would just be like singing it out of time. And it would just be stupid.
What if
I sing it?
Yeah.
But I probably have better timing than you.
Well, just open your mouth up and down and she'll do it.
No.
Try it.
No.
Go ahead.
Listen.
Sorry.
Bill Zebub. I'm not doing it. One day, maybe. But probably
Wait, what did Mary have? She had a little something.
A little
clitoris.
cooch.
Sing Mary Had a Little Clitoris.
No, I say cooch.
All right, Mary Had a Little Cooch. Sing that.
No, why? I might as well sing Mary Had a Little Lamb, fuckface. Can I take a shot, or you just keep badgering me with fucking questions about bullshit?
I just think it's very boorish that you haven't offered psoriasis anything.
Yeah, I mean, it says share a Coke with a star right there. You're sitting right next to one. You're not sharing it?
I am a star, we know that, right?
Would you share anything with her?
Not even the opportunity to sing Mary Had a Little Lamb together?
I know this much right now. I would definitely share any of my drinks with anybody. But she's working now. You employ fucking alcoholics on the job.
Would you
alcohol.
let her take a sip of your delicious
Sure.
whiskey?
Of course.
Sarai, would you like a sip of his delicious whiskey?
I don't drink whiskey.
What is that?
I mean, I am a tequila girl, but I don't mind whiskey.
You can have whiskey. It's not a problem.
Well, try it.
Wait,
You might like it.
I'll hold this, right? Oh, shakalaka. Wait, no, you don't want chaser?
Oh, yeah.
I definitely have chaser. Phil, our drum tech Phil from Revocation calls that pussy juice. Now, he calls it pussy juice because, I'm being a pussy by chasing it. But guess what?
Ooh.
But I will say this. There are many times where we've been drinking whiskey and he's chased it with the same thing. And I call it pussy juice because I like pussy juice. Like,
So does
not that
psoriasis.
pussy juice. In that tone. Juice.
Juice.
Pussy juice. See, that's better than Mary Had a Little Lamb, isn't it?
Mary had some pussy juice.
All right, so she also had some questions about your girth.
Oh, yeah.
So are you ready for takeoff?
Do you do that with your wee-wee?
Oh, I can hold it.
Do it on stage, or would you get fined?
I could swing it around. Would I get fined? I don't. Dude, like, listen. First things first. Like, wouldn't there have to be like cops at every single show? Like, you know, like monitoring any indecent actions. Well, wouldn't there be? For like there to be a fine? Like, I think most of the times when they don't want you to do anything improper or indecent, then they tell you ahead of time, and the proper authorities are there to you see that it doesn't happen and take action if it does, wherever that would be. Damn. Oh.
What about
I mean, Watain, they just got away with spraying an entire crowd with, I think it was goat blood or pig blood, and they had goat carcasses.
But I'm not gonna say anything bad about Watain because I fucking love them.
do you
right, man.
do you ever get festive for Halloween? Do you dress up?
It depends on if I'm home or not.
Would you ever be in blackface for Halloween?
No. No.
What would you consider?
What, for costumes?
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know. If I ever like really was gonna do a costume, I would do a costume that nobody even. Well, everyone might not. I'd be the Lich King.
Ooh.
Dude, I already have Frostmourne. I already bought it. I have it in my house, man. I bought the replica sword that they made.
Would you?
I think you'd make a good Hagrid.
Wait, what's that?
Come on, Harry Potter.
Nope, don't know it.
Oh, I bet you do.
It's J.K. Rowling's birthday today.
I promise you, I don't know. I know what Harry Potter looks like. That's pretty much it. I'm not playing, dude. I don't know those books at all. I don't know the movies at all. And a lot of people tell me I would like it, but I don't know them. You know what I mean?
Did you ever play Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, a little when I was younger, but not like I wasn't like fanatic about it, you know.
Holy crap! So you prefer online gaming to the actual theater of the mind?
Yeah. I do Warcraft, man. Warcraft. End of story, dude. But before I played Warcraft, I played Final Fantasy a lot, you know. Yeah, I played I had a lot of, you know, platform, you know what I mean? I like, you know, consoles and whatnot, you know, I played.
You ever play
Before.
Far Cry?
No.
Fallout?
No. Dude, listen, let me tell you right now. I got Warcraft. I have not played one computer game outside of Warcraft. Like you know, on a laptop.
Ooh,
or
what
a
about
computer.
EverQuest? You don't even think about it?
Nope.
No solitaire.
Final Fantasy actually had an online game. You know what I mean? Like they had the Final Fantasy 11, and I believe they're coming out with another part of that. I'm not sure though. I kind of fell off the Final Fantasy like map as far as like being, you know, interest, mostly because I just started playing Warcraft.
Wait, Soraya asked you about a game if you played it, the S game.
Solitaire. No computer games. That means solitaire too.
No, I don't play solitaire. No. Like Warcraft. I mean, seriously.
Soraya, have you played Warcraft?
I've been playing the game on.
Never.
George, could you
What's
tell
wrong with you?
Could you tell her about Warcraft?
Would you believe I've actually never played a video game or a computer game? Never got into it.
What do you do? How do you live?
No. So that means that the only girls on Warcraft are either guys pretending to be girls or just really fat women, right?
No, stop. There are lots of girls playing Warcraft. There are lots of women playing Warcraft.
Yeah, but she looks like a blood elf, but doesn't
No, she doesn't.
No?
No.
Ooh, tell me why she
Well,
doesn't look like a
actually,
blood elf.
Blood Elf, I guess. Yeah, if you said Night Elf, that's Blood Elf, maybe. Yeah, she don't have the ears, and she don't have the goofy looking robes. Dude, they have goofy looking robes.
He's trying to be polite about the sexual organs.
No, they're goofy looking. I mean, dude, when you start out like a Blood Elf mage, this is some goofy looking robe. You know, it's like. Look, I'm still not happy. I gotta say, I have a level 90 Blood Elf Paladin. But
Oh, you have a paladin? That's crazy.
you're damn right I do. And I leveled him from 1 to 90. And you know what? Listen, man, I'll tell you this much right now. I was not happy about Paladins, all right?
What the fuck is a paladin?
I don't have the heart to just go into this. I mean, we could be here all night long, seriously, and I don't have all night because I need to drink.
You play Alliance? That's crazy.
No. Blood elves can be Taurans can be paladins now too, like so.
Ooh. Ivana knows all about that.
Listen, man. Enough Warcraft.
All right.
Because we are all night long.
All right.
I know. Look, I've had enough to drink that you could goad me into like.
Singing Mary had a little.
Well, no, not that. But you could make me really believe that you're like totally like you could be breaking my balls and like
No.
you could definitely reel me in to be like, what are you talking about? That's bullshit. And I'm not going to.
No,
Not about anything bad, but like no, because
me?
you could you start acting like you don't know about Warcraft when you do, and then I would just be like, getting nerd raged by and having to correct you, and that would work.
Look, honestly,
Well, it's not going to work
played
now.
on a-
It would have worked, but I know how you are, so I'm already going to prevent that by saying no more Warcraft.
I started on a server just recently. I bought a 60-day card, and I leveled a shaman to level 30 because I know you like shaman. Shaman. That's how you say it?
Get it right.
All right. And I started getting kicked out of groups saying throw this shaman in the shaman in the garbage. That's what the last group said.
Well,
they always kick me out, and I think I'm doing well. What is it?
It depends on what spec you go in as.
Damage.
Yeah, well, there's
Do
two.
the lightning thing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's elemental. There's elemental, and there's enhance, and then there's restoration, which is healing. And if you were healing bad, then of course you're getting your ass booted from the group immediately, dude. If you can't keep people alive, you're not worth anything.
And
Chain heal, man. Chain heal. It's fucking, dude, any idiot could sit there and spam it.
Well, I have a macro, and every time I hit the number 1 button, it says George Corpse Grinder. Do you think that maybe that had something to do with me getting kicked out?
No. That would definitely get you in more groups. Because you could lie and say you're me. But if I found out about it, I will murder you. I've had to deal with a lot of people impersonating me in the game, and a lot of people, like once they knew some of my characters' names, I've had to deal with a lot of people just not bugging me, but just I had to like, dude, man, I love the band, and I'm like I'm in the 5-man, I'm like in some dungeon or I'm in a raid, and I'm trying to be an ambassador for death metal and metal in general. And it's hard when you're trying to DPS, and people are like, George, your DPS isn't up to snuff. And of course, the people that are telling me there's people that I know, and I'm like, I play in other bands with some of these guys, and I'm like, well, motherfuckers keep talking to me about this and that. I'm trying to just be nice and answer the questions. So yeah, if you impersonate me, I find out about it, you will die.
So I have a question about for all of these past tours that you have done in all of the years that you've been touring, what has been the most outrageous incident that you've ever witnessed?
Fuck, I don't know. I don't know.
No crazy fangirls crashing the bus or...
Wait, his wife is going to watch this, right?
That don't matter. It's all good. There's never been anything where... No, I mean, usually we keep the bus door locked, man. You never know. No,
we know.
Dude, listen, man. We have had people come on the bus. No doubt about it. The other day we had somebody come on a bus. Like, this guy just walks on, and there's 4 or 5 of us sitting there, and this guy walks on, and if no one really even noticed he was there at first. But then we saw him, and he just, we didn't even think about it. He just goes, oh, I'm just looking for some pictures. And we're like, who the hell are you? Let me get the hell out of here. We've had that a couple of times, but nothing ever crazy. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of crazy incidents that happened, not just as far as the bus goes, or not, inside the club or whatever, broken arms or who knows, But I mean, I'd have to sit back and really think about it.
So you guys just made a Instagram page. Who manages the Instagram page?
No clue. I don't have an Instagram. I don't have a Twitter, and I'm not sure who made it. And I'm not really concerned about it. Really not. Maybe one day I'll make an Instagram and a Twitter, but probably by the time I do that, I will. It'll already be like something. There will already be something better out there. Like I made a MySpace. As soon as I made the MySpace, like the guys in Cannibal were like, dude, everybody's on Facebook. I was like, oh really? It's like, well, my only internet time is checking emails about the band or fucking playing Warcraft. Otherwise, or watching, jerking off the porn. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I ain't got no time for anything else.
Will you be thinking about Soraya when she leaves?
I'll be insulted if you say no.
Well, why would I be, like, in what manner?
It's just a vague question. I'm very known for vague, open-ended questions.
You're known for a lot of things worse than that.
Have you ever had to defend me from people saying, "Oh, why do you talk to that prick"?
I really, honestly, have not heard anybody go like, that guy's an asshole or nothing like that.
What about Soraya? Have you heard anybody say that about her?
No. How would I?
Well,
At least you got her name right finally.
Well, you're a
No, he still hasn't.
you're a modern god.
that's right,
You're a metal god, so
I'm a modern god or a metal god? Which one
a
am I?
modern metal god.
Okay.
So I attribute powers to you that you probably don't wield.
Oh, dude, you don't even know.
But I hear from time to time you're referring to your fans as kids, and I'm not a kid, and it frankly insults me. I feel alienated when you refer to your fans as kids. I feel that maybe, I should have outgrown you.
I already know where you're going, and guess what? Fuck off. No, I mean, really, dude. You know how old I am?
I have no idea. Soraya would probably like to venture a guess.
35, 36?
Yes, I'll remember her.
Oh, I knew I'd get you to have your arm around her.
Yes, I'll remember her. Thank you very much. July 8th, I turned 44.
How do you feel about that, Miss Wright?
I'm shocked.
Oh, wait.
Do you think less of him now?
Absolutely not.
See, sometimes it pays to be a celebrity, doesn't it? Because if he weren't a god of metal, you wouldn't think twice about him. Or do you think that his neck might give you indications of other sizes on his body?
Yeah. You know what they say.
What do they say?
You know what I say.
What do you say?
Fat neck, fat dick.
Does that matter to you, Soraya? Because you're a woman, right?
Right.
So,
You're a man, right?
no. So, pretend that George had a tiny wiener. If you were in love with him, would you overlook it? That's not the most important thing about George to you, is it? The size of his pee-pee?
Kinda is, actually.
Oh!
See, but I don't have a problem there.
See, I'll never get to sleep now. I keep buying these
You'll never
penis
get to
enlargement tablets. They
You'll
don't
never
work.
get to sleep with women, is what you mean to say now. Not I'll never get to sleep. I'll never get to sleep with women now.
See, this is a different interview entirely because usually I'm the one busting on you and you're busting on me now.
Yeah, dude, I told you. It's going to be the best one you ever had.
Yeah, how does that feel? A role reversal.
I'm just not uncomfortable now. I'm not like this fucking asshole asking my stupid questions. When's this thing going to be over? I'm going like, yeah, motherfucker, what's up?
She has another one in the chamber for you. Question, that is.
How do you feel about Eastern European women?
They're hot. Fuck yeah. Totally.
What's your favorite?
Man,
Polish, Russian, Ukrainian?
Oh, man, I don't know. They're all hot.
What's your favorite Polish
Seriously.
joke?
Dumb Polak jokes?
I really don't know any. I mean, I'm serious.
Did you hear about the latest tragedy about that plane that landed in Poland in the cemetery, and then so far they dug up 6,000 bodies?
Did you just make that up, dude? You just had to make that up.
No.
I don't follow the news, man. I try to stay away from that shit, dude. I follow sports news.
Ivana, would you like to tell him about that?
You like sports?
Of course.
What's your favorite?
Football.
I was thinking more like along the golf lines, but
Golf.
No, that's Phil from Malevolent Creation.
Yeah, Phil loves golf. Dude, Grinder, fucking go golfing.
So how come Phil uses the word nigger in his lyrics and you don't really use that in your lyrics?
I don't believe that Phil wrote those lyrics, though. You know what I
Really?
mean? No. Not that I know of. And I'm not trying to put the blame on anybody else, but I don't think he wrote them, so it'd be wrong to say that Phil used them in his lyrics, because I don't think
he
he
was
wrote
just
them.
following orders?
Listen. Just give it a rest.
All right.
No, I mean, like, look. Come on. He didn't write them. As far as I know.
Well, his last album, from what I know, was in 2010. Is there a reason for that? Is Malevolent Creation on...
Am I a Malevolent Creation? I wouldn't know these reasons.
You're not golf buddies?
No.
And why are you still
I've
on
never
Metal
golfed with
Blade,
Phil.
the label that has the most retarded publicists?
Stop. Be nice.
Ivana is going to ask you some more questions.
Ivana, you're a little short of memory tonight.
No,
Bill.
Soraya.
Sarai.
Sarai. Oh, I thought it was... I was so
Sarai
close.
is the Indian woman that got stoned to death. True story.
George, have you ever been stoned almost to death?
I don't get high.
Neither do I.
I really don't.
Great men of metal don't get high, do they?
Oh no, I was talking about the Indian woman that
Yeah,
was
I know
accused
what
of
you're
cheating on her husband, and they threw rocks at her until she died.
And that's wrong.
Oh, let's
You know
sing
what?
a song instead of Mary Had a Little Lamb.
We're not
Let's
singing any songs.
let's do a version of American Woman.
No.
Have you ever heard the
No.
Guess Who?
Yeah. I have.
Well, let's do it.
No.
Let's do
No.
Indian Woman, but
No.
let's do it in an Indian
No.
accent. Indian woman, get away from me!
Fucking asshole.
All right, Sarai has...
So wrong.
Don't come around here no more. Don't want to see your face no more.
Or your bindi.
Okay.
All right, well, Sarai, we're not going to ask questions like what are your influences, how do you tune your guitar, things like that. Sarai's going to ask you some things that metal women who are Polish
When
want
you ever
to...
asked me any questions that have anything to do with, like, being in a band? Or being, you know, like,
Ooh,
you
can
know,
I try?
on tour?
Can I try?
Well, you could try, but you'll probably fail, and you'll probably twist it in some fucking perverted way.
Do you get gay like Glenn Benton and just record one sentence at a time when you're doing your album?
What do you mean?
He only records one sentence.
No, wait. I know what you're saying. No, but look, trust me. There's definitely punch-ins where we're just doing one line.
Ooh,
And so-
really?
well, not the whole thing, you know. No.
Ooh, how do you feel about that, Ivana?
It just depends. Like a lot of times for me, like there's some lines that are really like there's lyric-wise or tongue twisters, and you know you want to make it the best. So you record that one line, and sometimes I'll sing it like a bunch of times in a row, and then we'll listen back. You know what I mean? But I mean, look, there aren't many albums recorded where everything's recorded, especially like bands like us, where every line is recorded. Like you do the whole song straight through. Get the fuck out of here. Anybody tries to say that's full of shit.
Ooh, I asked something actually.
Well, I mean,
real.
look, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I guess I just did. I guess
I
by
think
saying
Chris
by
Barnes was
saying
able
anybody-
to do it.
you don't even want me to go there about that.
So I do some audio engineering on the side. So how long does it usually take for your audio engineer to get sick and tired of, pausing the recording, the tracking, stitching everything together? How do you think he feels about you guys, doing one sentence takes?
Well, we don't always do one sentence takes, but if we did, I would. Yeah, you know what though? It's recording. That's the job. How many times you think somebody putting a roof on a fucking house is tired of ripping the old roof off, cleaning that mess up, putting the new one fucking down in the fucking 100-degree heat. You know, you can't be happy about it like over and over again, the same monotonous fucking bullshit. Luckily, we do records, then we go on tour, you know what I mean? We do a lot of other stuff. So it's not just the same monotonous crap. But if I just made like 10 records in a row, I'd want to fucking shoot myself.
Well, can I try another real question?
Sure.
I've never done this before, so
I know.
please be patient
You're
with me.
you're in a bad spot now because you're probably going to ask a dumb question.
You've done many albums. When you do a new album, is do a good verb?
What did I just say?
When you put out a new album.
Oh
let's
yeah,
say.
when you put out.
Yeah.
Do you feel a pressure to maintain what's been done before? Or are you afraid to try something new, like maybe?
We don't want to do
vocals,
that.
like
For
Mary
what?
Ellen?
Who, me? Like Mary Ellen? For me, no. I mean, we don't want to do that. I don't want to. You know what I mean? Not with Cannibal. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't even know if I could do any real singing. And I right now have, you know. Trust me, if I was in the bus now, doing what I normally would do, having a good time, not doing this stupid interview with your dumb ass, I'd be.
You
I'd
let him
be.
talk about you like that? Soraya?
You're insulting me there too.
Stop, not you. You're. This is his deal. You know this, right? Right? He didn't even know your name 2 minutes ago. He didn't even know my name 2 minutes ago. So don't let him reel you in like you're a partner in this, because you're not. It's all him. He's making the money. We're just fucking getting shit on in the whole process. Made
George.
to look stupid. I put out these, you know, videos. It made to look stupid. I put.
George, can I call you George?
Sure. That's the name they gave me.
You sometimes have side projects. Have you ever thought about doing a black metal side project?
I haven't really. No.
Don't hate Christ enough.
No, it's not about that.
What's another word for black?
Zebub. No, I don't know.
What about other styles of music?
No, listen. I'm going to answer this because you know what? No, it never happened. You know what I mean?
Well,
I never was approached by anybody. I'm pretty confident I could fucking, you know, sing in a black metal style. I mean, I do sing the higher shit. You know, you see at the show.
Yes.
I'm not saying I'd be as good as fucking Legion or you know, anybody, you know what I mean, else, but
You made me buy a Watain album because you wore a Watain shirt in an interview.
Watain's awesome.
And there were some people who commented, "What the fuck is he doing wearing that shirt?"
Who?
Some gay people on YouTube, because you know YouTube. I had to disallow comments because of stupid people like that. So are there people who still see a clear line between death metal and black metal, and that you should not be allowed to wear
I
a Watain
don't
shirt?
pay attention to any of them. I don't care. I really don't. I mean, like, you know, look, I told you, I don't have a Twitter. I don't have a fucking Instagram. I got a Facebook, and I barely go in the motherfucker. I really, dude, I don't care. You know.
Will you add me as a friend?
Yeah. So yeah, I would. You know, look, it's not like I don't go. I barely go on there, but I mean, you know, I do most of it because my wife will say to me, "Hey, you know, I put this post on. It's pictures of my daughters, whatever." You know. So of course.
Ivana, would you let people who like your interview also add you?
Sure. They can follow me. They can subscribe to my Facebook.
Oh,
That's
what
you
is
should
it?
do.
What is it?
Don't add all these fucking people, because some people are just fucking out of control. And
What's the information, Ivana?
It's just my first name, last name, which is Sarai Shanovsky, not Ivana.
Okay. George, if I may be serious for a moment. You
Can
and
you
I
be like serious for this last moment so we can go have fun?
sure.
Instead of sitting here in the fucking back with a light in my eye and a fucking dog on my left. Well, a hot girl on my right. So.
Yes. Oh, I thought you were saying dog to your... see,
I said left.
Well, stage left is Ivana over there.
Anyway, what's your serious question?
So occasionally when you and I have spoken in conversation, we talk about the youth and how there's something very different about young people today and young people when you and I were young and in love. I mean, when you and I were young. Would you like to talk about some of the things of the youth that bewilder you?
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
Are you just saying that so you preserve?
Well, look, I
your
got two
record sales?
daughters. You know what I mean? And you know, there's different music and there's different cartoons. Like I'm only coming from a perspective of a hiccup. Yeah. From the perspective of almost 8 and almost 10-year-old girls, and you know, I don't know. I don't look because I don't look at it like from an outside view. I look at it from the inside because they're my daughters. You know, so everybody else, it's not my fucking problem. What they do is what they do. Just stay out of my fucking way and don't mess with my fucking kids. Don't mess with my fucking family, or you'll die.
Was
Promise.
Godzilla a friend or a foe?
Depends on what movie it is.
So at one time he was a dickhead?
Yeah, the original Godzilla, they had to kill his ass. You know what I mean? So.
And are you mad about the constant remaking of Godzilla?
No, I'm not like I'm not a Godzilla freak like that. I haven't even seen the new one, so I don't even know what it's about. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's awesome.
Would you ever take Ivana to see Godzilla?
Sure, why not?
Well, he called you Ivana.
I didn't say anything. Ass fuck.
So Ivana, because you and George both want to partake of more heavenly goodness than this interview, I'll leave the rest of the interview in your hands. I won't even say a thing.
So
Are we that lucky?
So I'm going to ask you some yes or no questions, but they're going to be in Polish. So
Kurwa.
kurwa, yeah, that's a Polish word.
Kurwa spierdalaj.
Say that again.
What? Kurwa spierdalaj?
That was pretty good.
Chłopcze w dupę.
Chuj w dupę. I can't even shit on him behind his back because he knows all the good stuff already.
So ask him some questions and he will say yes or no.
I love Poland.
Jadłeś kiedyś kota?
I probably should know that, but I don't.
Is it
Yeah,
yes or
just
no,
call it
George?
that. What?
You have to say yes or no.
What, if I know what they're saying?
No. She asks you a question. You have to say yes or no.
Oh, all right, we'll say it again.
Jadłeś kiedyś kota?
No.
A szkoda a psa?
Upsa. Damn it. You know, I'm sick of this line of questioning already. I'll just say yes because.
Okej, no
And
to
when it
jadłeś
turns out to
psa.
be bad, I'm gonna fucking punch your
she's
fucking
the one-
skull in. No, it's your design. Anyway, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last one.
Czyli jadłeś psa, a jadłeś kiedyś młode dzieci? Młode dziewczynki?
Janky. You said janky, right?
Nie, powiedziałam dziewczynki.
I should know this. I've toured with all these bands, but I don't really know Polish except for
Simple yes or no.
Can I answer Beelzebub?
No, that's out of the
Won't
question.
work. Would it fit? If I just said Beelzebub was the answer?
Not at all.
No, just yes or no. Yes or no.
All right, listen to me, man. I promise you, you make me look stupid, which I'm already good at doing myself. You die. No.
Okay. Thank you.
Is that it? Is that the end of the interview?
Na zdrowie! Yes. Cheers. What Polish bands have you toured with?
Behemoth. We toured with Devlin before. I'm trying to think.
Kielbasi.
Yes, Kielbasa. Polska Kielbasa we toured with. You ass fucker. You know our drummer is Polish. Like 100% Polish. Like he can trace all his family back to Poland. Mazurkiewicz, they would say.
Mazurkiewicz.
Mazurkiewicz, yep, that's his last name. Mazurkiewicz. Well, we would say Mazurkiewicz, but Mazurkiewicz. When we play in Poland, they Mazurkiewicz. Awesome. Fuck yeah. Are you done yet? Is this fucking over yet?
Cannibal corpse.
Cannibal.
Yeah. We had a tour manager at one time that put like for our day sheet can of pork corpse. Can of pork corpse. So.
Well, George, I appreciate that you've taken the time to
Make myself look stupid. Yeah, no problem.
Do you want to reveal to him any of the questions you asked, or is that for him to find out on his own?
I think it'll be more exciting for him to find out on his own.
I probably won't take the time.
Oh, she wants to ask you what your tongue tastes like.
Dziękuję bardzo. Do widzenia. That means thank you very much.
Dziękuję, right?
Yeah, dziękuję.
Thanks, right?
Yeah.
I knew that. Wait, beer's pivo?
Pivo.
Let's see. Watch out, you see? Fuck right off. I mean, you fuck right off.
Oh, me?
Yeah, of course. I don't mean anybody else. Because I know you'll put a like a little subtitle. George Menoff, Poland, fuck off, and then they'll all fucking want to kill me.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh, you're fucking douche enough to do it.
I wouldn't do that to you.
I love you.